Welcome back to The Express at the University of the Fraser Valley. There are so many different ways to make your mark, and we're going to show you more fashion lines and some interior designs coming up. But first, it's the brainchild of an SFU grad using Facebook to face some serious issues.
For most students, Facebook is pure procrastination. But for Angie Rye, it's the perfect vehicle to raise awareness for a cause close to her heart: Free the Children.
Free the Children is a Canadian youth empowerment organization.
I've known about Free the Children since I was 8 years old, and I've always been inspired. I always wanted to get involved.
We work in 45 different countries with 1 million youth, helping them make change around the world.
I went to Kenya on a Me2We trip in 2009. I fundraised and I went on this trip to build a school.
Fast forward a couple of years, and Angie is now a student at the BD Business School, and she got this assignment.
Create a Facebook presence for an organization out there, get as many likes and as many comments as possible within a 45-day period. Do something that'll get noticed and generate as much publicity as you possibly can for that particular organization.
So Angie and her group got to work on this Facebook page. 1 like equals $1 to help raise money to build a well in Africa.
We got sponsorship for $5,000 towards each like that we would get. And yeah, it blew up.
They're supporting a well in Sierra Leone, which is so needed. Since the Civil War in the early 90s, we've seen wells destroyed, contaminated, and people can't access fresh water.
And now they're trying to raise $25,000 to adopt a village in Sierra Leone.
So $5,000 is towards the well, $8,500 for the school, and then the rest would go towards the healthcare and alternative income programs.
Angie wants to change the world, and I'm glad that she does. Because it'll be a better world for all of us because of what she's doing.
So these are some of the girls in the village. It's a Moyamba.
And once this village has a well, the girls who have to walk countless kilometers to get water will use that time to go to school.
So to know that the girls and the community is going to be receiving clean water that could potentially save their life, that means the world to me.
If you want to help make Angie's dream of adopting a village reality, you can contact the local chapter of Free the Children. I'm Bianca Salterbeck in Vancouver for The Express.
To date, $1 per like has almost 6,000 likes. And if you go to our Express Facebook page, you can find the link. Now, today's show is all about the dreams and designs of local grads. And after 4 intense years, the students of the Kwantlen Interior Design Program definitely have a lot to celebrate.
The design community in Vancouver can look forward to a collection of new talent.
Tonight is our grad show for our fourth-year graduating students. They just finished their final design presentations last week. And we invite people from the industry and mentors, their families and so on to come and see their work. Definitely keep in touch.
Final projects range from a new UBC Student Union building to the English Bay Life Resort.
The idea behind the English Bay Life Resort is a gay seniors retirement home, which involves 3 aspects: a residential, a work, and a hospitality aspect. This is our restaurant here, so we see that kind of black charred wood with the black leather. I'm looking at the gay population in Vancouver, which is both significant and an important population, and looking at doing research into and discovering how gay seniors' issues are often forgotten or overlooked.
The concept for the design of the Vancouver came from the native picture of the whale.
Maria's final project for Kwantlen's interior design program focused on new immigrants.
For example, it's the Day of India or 5 Days of India, so you'll go and see something like this. This is a center where it becomes a one-stop information center for people like me 14 years ago who would come and would catch up faster, hook up with their communities, and just find out what Vancouver is about.
There's glazing on the opposite side of these walls here, so natural light can spill all the way through.
Danielle Evans wanted to focus on artists and developed the complex Artist Studios and Living.
My materials for the entire space are really simple. There's a lot of concrete, there's brick, there's glass, and then there's a lot of white.
Compared with their work from day one, even before they start the program, to what they're doing now, it's just night and day.
The hard work paid off, and you can bet these students are happy to put the books behind them.
I'm glad it's over, but I'm looking forward to the future. High five.
First of all, of course, I love that I'm done. And all the sleepless nights are behind me, but you know what? I feel like I'm in the right track and I'm in the right profession and I'm ready.
In Vancouver, I'm Melanie Pineda for The Express.
Kwantlen's interior design program is the only four-year bachelor degree program of its kind in BC, and you can get information at the website. You're watching The Express, and if you stay with us, you'll meet more young minds and more young motivators. After the break,
design I won for was an igloo-style dress. The theme this year was the Great Canadian North.
The dress that won top 5 in Canada's Breakthrough Designer competition.
But the fonts are fantastic. I think the client's really going to like that.
The creation and cultivation of West Van's stray dog marketing.
I know he said he wanted something more like vector graphics.
The Express. This is your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Training tips are brought to you by Team Diabetes.
More than 9 million Canadians are living with diabetes, including my older sister. She was diagnosed with type 1 when she was just 3 years old. I want to find a cure. She's my inspiration to run a half marathon in Iceland with Team Diabetes. The only problem is, I hate running.
The first thing I'm going to do to help me meet my goal, work with a trainer. And what are the things I need to think about when choosing a trainer?
The first thing you want to think about is that they're insured and that they've got certification.
Are you insured?
Absolutely.
Do you have certification?
Absolutely.
It's also good to know what type of experience your trainer has. Toby's perfect because she's completed over 10 endurance races.
I love getting to the finish line and knowing that I did it and completed a goal that I set for myself. Push all the way up, that's it, all the way down. You want to make sure that you get checked with your doctor first.
Well, I'm pretty active and I feel fit, but I also feel like I have a long way to go. What is it? About 22 kilometers?
21.1. 21.2 to be exact.
Another important piece of advice when choosing a trainer, make sure your personalities are compatible.
How many of these do I have to do?
Until I say to stop.
Where's my spoon?
To donate or sign up, go to teamdiabetes.ca. For Shaw TV, I'm Johanna Ward. Welcome back to The Express at the University of the Fraser Valley for their Grad Fashion Show. With us is one of the top designers in Canada, in your category for sure. So this is how it worked out for the Canada's Breakthrough Designer competition. You were shortlisted here, then you got shortlisted, made it top 25, and then what happened?
And then I got sent to Montreal, and I got to watch my outfit come down the runway at Montreal Fashion Week, which was just an amazing experience in itself. It's, you know, once in a lifetime, definitely. And then I was selected number 5, so I won creative use of fabric.
Amazing, congratulations. And tell us about the design that you won for.
The design I won for was an igloo-style dress. The theme this year was the Great Canadian North. So I kind of went with the iconic igloo symbol, and it's like a silver material, and it's a quilted skirt that kind of puffs out. Really cute, very stylish.
Sounds like you're well on your way already. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We have another success story from another up-and-comer. Now here's the setup. A marketing and design student from Capilano graduates in 2009. She finds it's challenging to get a job. So what does she do? She creates her own job and starts her own company.
Designer Rochelle Hines graduated a few years ago from Capilano College and found some challenges on the job hunt.
It was kind of a bad economic time in 2008, 2009, and I really decided that to take the leap and do something on my own because there weren't too many jobs out there at that time.
Hello, Ross speaking.
And the first step she took as a new entrepreneur was to partner with someone who had the experience and the connections to help her launch her business.
I partner up with my partner Rob Barnett, whose background is in brand management and marketing, so he's brought a lot of wealth and experience to the table as well. And then the blog title and the excerpt there, and then we've got the social media integration.
Okay, strictly from a partnership, it works very, very well, and it was her idea. She brought me on, and we've worked together in the business since. So it's been great. We've learned a lot. and it's a lot of fun.
So I know he said he wanted something more like vector graphics, kind of like, you know, the Olympics and that sort of style. We are a full-service branding, creative design, marketing studio. I'm the creative director of all of our projects, so basically I come up with the concepts. We both work directly with the client, but I'm more of the final creative say over everything. I develop the concepts and direct our web designer as well.
I think that's great. I like where the picture's position up there on the left. What she comes up with, what she develops, to me, I am constantly blown away. So it's a pleasure to work with her all the time because her creativity is just really astounding. Good, the fonts are fantastic. I think the client's really going to like that.
Rochelle's dog Kodiak is also part of the team.
You go for a walk? You good boy, you want to go for a walk?
Stray Dog Marketing supports the BC SPCA, and the name has a few meanings.
She's a paw, good boy. Other paw.
A lot of companies out there, new or existing, can be a stray in the marketplace. So sort of playing on words, stray dog, and our tagline, finding good homes for your ideas, sort of plays well with who we are and a little bit about what we believe in.
Rochelle has some advice for new grads hoping to start their own business right after graduation.
Really take the time to think about what you want to do and get the foundation, write a business plan, and you know, if you can, partner up with somebody who's got some complementary skills.
And those are words that won't lead you astray.
I think that's good. Very good.
They really like that one.
Okay.
In West Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
If Stray Dog Marketing looks like a good home for your ideas, you can find out more information at their website. And to learn more about post-secondary opportunities, we've got today's Express Spotlight. Today's vision, tomorrow's reality is designed for student leaders to engage in a variety of hands-on workshops, strengthening their leadership skills. Be ready to self-reflect, work with peers, and fulfill your vision as a leader. Explore all that BCIT has to offer with this free event. It's a unique opportunity to chat with the faculty and find out more about the full-time, part-time, and degree programs all at one time. SFU Surrey is showcasing their programs, research, and student services, and unveiling more than 54,000 square feet of new space, including specialized science labs and classrooms. Congratulations again to the graduating class from the University of the Fraser Valley's Fashion Design program and to all of the young talent we've showcased on today's Express. We're going to leave you with a look at Emily Carr's student show, The Foundation, and we'll see you next time.